Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome, hello. I hope everyone is doing well today. Oh my gosh, music is so loud I can't even hear myself. Let's figure this out. Boop. There we go. Hello everyone. Hi Dizzy and hi Jupiter. Welcome in. I hope you all are doing well today. We're gonna turn our air conditioner down. It is starting to get real toasty in Florida. Real toasty, but it's kind of pretty. It's kind of pretty. I'm kind of excited to not be cold anymore. Hi Atlas, welcome. I hope all is well today. Today we are going to be working on this raven. You can see right here. That's what it's gonna kind of look like. I went and bought a lot of really pretty transparent greens for the background. The person that I'm working with for this, they're like totally on board and I'm really excited. Let me grab a few of them just to kind of show you. They're so pretty. I tried to get a few different textures and colors. So we got this kind of basic green that does not show the proper color on camera. It's way more mossy. I don't know if it's coming through properly. I got this one, which is even lighter, but it has kind of a cool... Let me move these. The exposure settings are just freaking out. My lord. My lord. Kind of has a cool texture. It's really dirty, but you can kind of see that texture. And then this is the third one. I got 4, but I'm pretty sure this is a Spectrum Wispy. And it's kind of like a muted mossy green. I've never seen this before, and I was just like flipping through and I found it. So, really excited because I feel like it'll give kind of like a misty effect for some of the pieces. So these are for all of the little background slivers. So that's what we're going to be working on today. We're going to cut the pattern on this. She is 11 inches tall by just about 7 inches wide. So pretty decently sized little raven here. And then there's going to be some painting that you can barely make out on this picture up here. There's going to be some clouds and moons and stars and stuff up here. So should be real cute. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hello Charlie, welcome. I don't know, you have to watch the video. You have to watch the video. Hi, Darkside, welcome. Or Bob, whatever you want me to call you. How's it going? I need to make a chat command for the paint. And it's gonna just link to the paint video. I said I was gonna do that once I posted the video. And I forgot. Alright, let me grab my little chair here, and then we need a new X-Acto knife blade. Good to hear. Ooh, also, before we get into cutting up this raven, I wanted to show you all the finished bears. I don't know if I showed these on stream yet. I don't think so, because I think I finished them on Sunday, yes. So this is the sunflower bear, little sunny bear, and I painted the little sunflowers and I love it. I think I'm gonna make more of these because people have been freaking out about this. So we have our little sunflower bear with copper patina, and then our little foot fungus mushroom bear. Right here with this like mossy green English muffle glass, which I think he's just so cute. I can barely stand it. So there's what I've been working on. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Zombie, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. I try to make my videos as fun as possible, even if people don't know anything about stained glass. I try to have a slight entertainment value. Do you make wind chimes? I do not, but I've made like a glass mobile. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know, but it had like, oh, I'm sorry. It had like dangling nature-y things on it. It was kind of cool. It's crazy how much depth and detail you can achieve with painting. Isn't this, honestly too, this, like, the paint did it itself. This paint is just great. What is this? What is this? There's like a piece of foil that got stuck to my solder. What is this? What am... I'm so confused. Anyway, there's a piece of foil that got stuck to his little leg. Anyway, mobile, whatever it's called. Thank you, Charlie. But yeah, the paint, like, it kind of helps, like, it did it itself. I plopped it on there and it looked like sunflowers. I'd love a stained glass piece to hang on my rear view or something. I have a lot of people do that with what they order. Like a lot of this like teeny tiny stuff. Sun chimes. I like sun chimes. Yes. It's a good word. Or a good name for it, I should say. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Welcome in. You would think, too, that I would have, like, tons and tons of, like, stained glass charms and stuff throughout my, like, in our car and stuff like that, but I just don't have anything. I have nothing. Nada. I still want to make something for that window. I'm going to. I don't know what yet, but I'm going to. My thought, hold on, we're gonna get into this eventually. We're just kind of in like the let me get all of my distraction and like kind of pseudo ADD out of the way first. So what I was thinking, because I don't know if you can tell, but I love Gothic architecture and like Gothic structure type things. I made this forever and ever ago, and it's like a rose window. This is Sharpie. I was gonna redo this and paint this on, but I didn't. But I think I'm gonna make one of these for my window, but I'm gonna make it with green. And maybe paint leaves on it and like just do one for myself. I gotta polish the back. Do you have a favorite pattern, or do you only do one piece / series for the pattern? I have like a few favorite patterns, but a lot of the patterns I make, I do tend to only make them one time, just because I feel like, or like a few times, just because I don't want to wear it out, and by the time I'm done with it, I just am kind of worn out, but I don't know. I really love the Monstera pattern, the free one that I offered like a year ago. I love that pattern. That's probably one of my favorites. And then other than that, probably like the bear or something. I don't know, my little bears. Hi, Nona. Much love. I have to run errands, but I adore you and all that you create. Ah, thank you, Nona. Loved your video. Oh, my goodness. You are too kind. I hope you have a fabulous time running errands, and I appreciate you coming in and saying hello and making me blush with all of your sweet little words. Thank you, Nona. Oh no. Is that blurry? Hey Doc, how's it going? Welcome. I feel like it's blurry. There we go. All right, so let's grab our scissors. I might do a I might do lead came around the border of this because I feel like it would just look so sharp. And it wouldn't be that hard either. I think the hardest part might be like this little part of the leaves, but we could possibly just make this leaf a little bit wider so it kind of joins like closer to out here than in here. And I think I'll be doing, like, it'll be hobby came instead of like a thick lead came too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll have to make up the end of this leaf because it got cut off, but that's fine. So is anyone working on any new projects, stained glass or otherwise? I like hearing what people are creating. I know Doc's been working on some videos for YouTube. I know a few people have some craft shows coming up. Mags has a craft show, I think, coming up this weekend, April 9th. I'm working on my first collection of poetry that I hope to publish next year. That is fantastic, Atlas. I don't know anything about poetry. I have no idea. I've like tried to like get into poetry, but I just like I don't know, my mind doesn't work like poetry, I suppose. But that's really awesome. Have you published anything before, Atlas? I'm sorry if you said that before and I just don't remember. Roughish at the top for sure, 2 inside sharp angles. Yeah. There. I want to make a bee on a shamrock. The Irish lass likes the nickname. Woo! When are you going, Charlie? When is that happening? Hello, Cindy. How's it going? I have a cat portrait I'm doing for my friend. I created the pattern and cut it out. Hope to start cutting glass this weekend. Yay! That's awesome. Fantastic. Not professionally yet. I'm excited to learn about the process. That is super exciting. Have you always been into writing, Atlas? That like blows my mind. That's so cool. June 15th. The print on demand option is great. Where would you, so Atlas, where would you get it published? Like, would you try to do like, through like an Amazon thing, or please educate me. I don't even know what all the options are. Oh, that's awesome. I'm really, really glad to hear that. That is super cool. If you ever feel like sharing, please feel free to like post, like if you have anything like written out somewhere online, or like please feel free to post it. I would love to read it. Okay, awesome. Very cool. Also, June 15th, I Leave Festival is July 4th through the 10th. Eee, that's so exciting. That's, oh, it's only April. I was about to say, wow, that's like right around the corner. I have no idea what month it is. Oh, no. Drawing, like, I think, like, some people kind of naturally are, like, better at, like, certain things, but I think if you practice enough, you can get good at things. Except for, I exclude myself with that, other than math. I don't think I'll ever have a math brain, and why would I want to? Math is just not... Or if you're anywhere else in the world, maths. Like, I've said it a few times before, when I first started doing stained glass, I did like AP graphic design, and I've always kind of been artistic and like to draw, but I wouldn't say that I've ever been like absurdly consistent with it. I was good at graphic design, and I drew with a tablet in graphic design, so I've always kind of like focused on that. But I was really out of practice with drawing when I first started stained glass again. Like, it was rough. It was rough, y'all. But if you practice, and you get better. And now for Patreon, I offer 2 patterns a month for one of my Patreon tiers, and that like super helps me practice. Super helps me practice. And I feel like at this point I'm pretty decent at drawing things just kind of by making them up. I used to do writing workshops here to help people write their life stories. Oh, very cool. If anyone's based in New Mexico or Arizona, I'd love to be friends and make stained glass friends. I'm moving out that way in the next few months. Ooh, very nice. Is that like a job change or school or something, or you just want to move out there? We've already united 2 people in a small town in New Zealand, so I am sure that we can do it, Atlas. I'm positive. Hey Mags, how's it going? Welcome. It was just, I was mentioning you earlier. Are you ready for your, not festival, craft fair event thing that you've been preparing for? Yes, Doc, thank you for posting the Patreon. I have chat commands enabled, but for some reason I'm the only one who can use them. So I've had people like !Discord, and then it like doesn't do anything, and everyone just feels stupid. Like, sorry, and I go in. I really want to use the scissors, but I'm just so stubborn. I just feel like I'm faster with my X-Acto knife, y'all. Soldering since 8. Lord, it's on the 9th, right, Mags? What is today? The 5th? What is today? Tuesday? Yes. Saturday. Is it Saturday? Charlie, I'm doing it. I'm using the scissors. I did it. Oh, that's awesome. You should, or if you're comfortable with it, I would love to see all of your stuff that you're working on. Like, if you want to post it in the Discord. Sounds like you are a busy little bumblebee right now. Just a busy little bumblebee. That's how I feel most of the time, Doc. That's how I feel most of the time. I'm glad someone else experiences the same thing. I saw a really cool artwork that was paintings connected by crochet that acted as a frame. Ooh. I cannot picture that in my little brain. It really is. I totally agree, Atlas. Mixing mediums is I'm always impressed that when people can mix things so well, because sometimes it's hard because you have to like think outside the box. But I think a lot of that comes from like people like want to see that, like the artists want to see that, they've never seen it before, and then they figure out how to do it, which is kind of cool. Like with the Dreamy collection, I wanted to see artwork like that, and I've never really seen a lot of artwork like that, so that there's a box. What's a box? Hey Cassie, welcome. I forgot what I've been saying for the last 5 minutes. What did I miss? I can't just keep going. I have a kid and in-laws. Yeah, the pesky things that we have to do. Every time I have a laundry day, I'm just like, because laundry day, I only do laundry every like 2 weeks or so, and my lord, it's like back and forth all day. Stop. Stop, no, there will be no raven consumption. But yeah, thank you, Cassie. I can't remember what I was talking about. It's fine. I can't remember what I was saying. My 5-second memory attention span. Teehee. I prefer dishes over laundry any day. Any day. Because Brian and I hand wash all of our dishes. Brian mostly is the one that does the dishes. But it's like we're really we're good about doing them, but the thing is we also have to do them every day because we have like 2 dishes. So when we had a huge kitchen with like 20 bowls for no apparent reason, the dishes would pile up hella bad. But it's not as bad now, so I like doing dishes a lot more now. Right? When he said 2 dishwashers the other day, I was like, that is the biggest brain lazy move I have ever heard in my life. I know, I'm a total pleb. I have 0 dishwashers. Ironing is fun chasing wrinkles. Who irons? Brian and I are team wrinkly shirt. Although Brian also wears mostly athletic gear, so it like is like wrinkle resistant. I'm just afraid I won't be done on time, so I'll have lots of soldering and patina and polish. Mags, I totally understand how you feel, because literally every shop update I do, I wait until the last second, and I do basically everything in 2 weeks. So... I understand. When it's like go time, and it's like right before, like the week before my shop update, oh my lord, I am running around here like a chicken with my head cut off. Molly avoids me. I'm so high strung. I was thinking on your greenhouse theme, have you thought of doing succulents or just leaves of different plants? I have. I just got a cutting for, it's a Swiss cheese plant. It's a Monstera, but it's not a Deliciosa. It's an Adansoni or something like that. After day 3, the shirt has just conformed to the body. Exactly. So I got this cutting for free from my friend, and so I was thinking about possibly making a leaf of this plant. Hey Sarah, welcome. It already has a little tiny root bud. That little brown dot is new, so it's like a little root that's poking out. So I'm very excited. So I wanted to make something like these. There's a hair in there, cool. But I want to make it like different, you know, like I gotta make it different. I gotta do my thing. I don't like having older pieces that have oxidation on them. Well, and two, if you're making a lot of stuff, it's more efficient. It's more efficient to do all the process at one time. Now, I don't do that anymore necessarily, because most of the things that I make are one of a kind. So that has like, I've seriously had to readjust what I can, like the way that I work. Yeah, you can get a lot of plants for free. Yeah, I went in, they have a bunch of plants where I used to work, and I saw this one. It's this huge vining plant, and I was like, that's such a cool plant. And I forgot that you can take cuttings from like basically any plant. And so she like quietly walked over and took a cutting for me. So in like 5 months, this will probably have more leaves. So maybe 6. I'm excited. I'm adding to my plant collection. Yeah, this is beetles do like to do this, but this is a really like it's a sharp looking plant, like all grown out. It looks super cool. Yeah, it's called a Swiss cheese plant, and it's the Monstera Adansonii or something like that. Yeah, Lowe's, they need help cleaning, y'all. So go to Lowe's and help them clean up. All right, let's get back to cutting this thing out. I got distracted. But yeah, leaves are a yes. I would like to make leaves. I kind of work by, my inspiration comes from stress. So most of the time, the things that I make are, like, the best things that I make come from me being really stressed. Hello, thank you for the lemon. Welcome. How are you doing? Have a good stream, honey. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Thank you, thank you. I love a fresh X-Acto knife blade. My lord, it's like cutting butter. Oh, it's so great. No T-bone plants? What the heck is that? What in tarnation are you talking about? Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. How you doing today? We are working on this raven, and we're gonna plan and hopefully cut some glass today too, so don't worry, we're gonna get like real exciting. More exciting than watching me do like SunBear paper crafts. Yes, I know it's mock. I recognized the name. Hola! Welcome! Hi, Joyce! Good to have you in. How are you doing today? I've been thinking I'm gonna try to draw my own patterns because I don't like copies of other people's things. That's a good idea. I think that is grand. Something that you might be able to do too, like if you get a pattern from someone, you might be able to alter it a bit and kind of make it more your own. Like if you like buy a little cheap pattern, or if you find a free one online, you can like edit it and Alicia did that with a pattern that I made for Patreon back in 2021. I drew a honey jar, and Alicia like made it super way extra cuter than I drew it, which she's like, I hope this is okay. And I was like, hell yeah, it's okay. It's awesome. So. And I've seen a lot of people use the free Monstera pattern that I offer, and they like alter it or they make it bigger or smaller. And there's a lot of things that you can do to kind of put your own little flair, your own touch on things. I totally understand, Cassie. I totally understand. Hold on. ADD. Let me check my phone. I have a list of ideas that I wrote down from before I started making stained glass, when I was like hatching the idea. What did I have it under? Was it my... It was like, not reminder... What was it under? Notes? It was like the Samsung Notes or something. Hey Leo, thank you for the lemon. I want to show you all my gosh darn list that I have. I have ideas. My brain works. Actually, I've made a lot of these. Never mind. Marigold, crystal bees, a lot of mushrooms. This was from before. This is from before I understood the scope of stained glass and how long something would take me. I wrote average window width mushroom design, make it look like a cave scene. Privacy pieces to cover the bottom of a window. Sell as 2 pieces that fit together but attach at the bottom corners of the window. Philodendron privacy pieces. I was like, yeah, I just want to casually sell something that covers the entire bottom of a window. And then I started making stained glass, and I was just like, oh, it would take forever. I've actually made almost all of these. My computer is cluttered with ideas. I need to make the ideas now, though. Parted with my printing equipment. Yep. I think that's like the hardest part of like being a creative person, is having so many ideas and like just then not having enough time to get them out and get them onto paper, and then just having like complete paralysis by analysis, and you're just like, but But, and then you never, that's me. I'm just describing myself. I love my Cricut, but I want to do more than the size of a sheet of paper. Yeah, I don't know, like, different products that exist to be able to do bigger stuff, but I totally, I understand that. A lot of people that have those, they are just doing, like, smaller stuff. Like, I subscribe to a monthly sticker thing on Patreon, and I know she has one or something similar, and she just does, like, small batch orders. She makes all bear stuff, so I love it. Cassie. You can see it in your head, but you can't get it on paper. You just gotta start doing it. Like, you just gotta start practicing, because that's like that's the thing that I think holds people up the most about drawing. A lot of times, if you just start going, like, even if it doesn't look how you intend it to look, if you just get it on paper and then just be like, okay, how could I draw that differently? I don't like that part. And then just, like, keep going. Radler, thanks for subscribing. I finally got another video up. It's been over a month. Love y'all for sticking through it with me and being so patient. Cricut is just a small cutting plotter. I'm talking with a guy who has a 53-inch solvent printer. Yes, that's a thing. Those are words that I've heard before. I'm so unfamiliar with, like, your side of things that you do, Mock, so I'm uncertain. I don't know what machinery is used. When you're like, yeah, screen printing and I can make stickers and this, I was just like, what? How do you do that? I'm gonna make sure these stay separated. This is the raven, these are the moons. Can the program you use make larger pieces, bigger than, yes, absolutely. That's what this is. So you see how this is, it says 1,2, and there's like a dotted line. So you can make it huge, and then all you have to do, like, it'll span like 6 pieces of paper, right? If you want to make a big window. And then all you have to do is, like, what I do is tape it together, and you show the dotted lines, so you know exactly where it's supposed to line up. But yeah, you can make huge things. It's cool. Editing and revising are your friends. I just got a glass splinter in my gosh darn wrist. Block printing? Heck yeah. Super cool. I actually started doing, like, lino cut block printing like 1.5 years ago, and then I just, every time I'm done for the day, my brain just is, like, fried to a little crisp. Like, my creative brain is just like a shriveled up little prune, and I'm like, I don't want to do anything creative. Ow! Stand by. I have to do a small surgery to get this piece of glass out. Go for it! Go for it! Oh, and for clarification, Cassie, Clip Studio Paint is what I use to draw, but then Rapid Resizer is the one that lets you print everything out at a different size. So what I do is draw everything out and turn it into a PNG, and then that's what I resize. Like, I just have a PNG of the line art, and then that's what I resize in Rapid Resizer. So I just want to make sure that that is clarified for you. You technically can do some, like, design sizing, resizing on Clip Studio. It's just a little bit more annoying. Don't be afraid of failing. You gotta just go for it. It's not failing. You're just practicing, right? I think that's just a mindset thing you gotta get over. A lot of people have that issue too, and I have it too, so I'm not trying to say it like I'm some perfect little princess. I want to be able to print car wrap vinyl, so I have to step up the game. Whew, I don't know what goes into that at all. Ah, I see it! Hold on, y'all. So bad. What is this? Did something sting me? There's like a stinger in my wrist. Do you see this? It's like a welt. There's a stinger in there. What? Sorry, y'all. I'm like doing a mini surgery over here. This is perplexing. What is happening? I was considering asking people if they'd want to commission me to write them letters, and I'd wax seal them and mail it to them. That's a cool idea. See, thinking outside the box. This is not a glass splinter. I have no idea what this is. Oh, kittens! This is why I need barn bees. I don't even know what this is. This might be a glass splinter, but hold on. I have to come over here and use my magnifying light. This is the weirdest thing I've ever had happen to me. I have no idea what this is. Sorry, guys. Galaxy! That's cute! Alright, I think I got it. What just happened? Alright, let's get back to work. Even if it is glass. I'll keep that in mind, Doc. I will keep that in mind. She said, what did you just say? Dick Blick. Telling my girl about Dick Blick art supplies. Yeah, it's really awesome because their advertising gets everyone's attention. Every stream just says Dick Blick on it. It's great. Alright, I'm sorry. Let's continue. I don't know what number this is. This is number 41. Let's number this real quick. I mean, I could have, literally, like, we could have bees behind the shed. It's like I don't know how much, if they, like, need a bunch of sunlight, or if you can put them on, like, a south-facing something, but the back of my shed is south-facing, so it just, like, or not south-facing, north-facing. It's north, so it's shaded, like, all day. But that would be perfect. Because it's kind of out of the way, and it's, like, tucked away. Hey, Nanu, welcome! I thought you cut all the pieces over the paper, then soldered together, working over the paper. Well, I technically do. So this is my template. This is the pattern that I use. This is cardstock paper that I'm cutting up. And this is what I'll be using to, I trace onto the glass. So then once I'm done cutting all the pieces, I put them here, and this is what I use to make sure it's fits. It fits. Words. Heck yeah! Small grocers are the best, aren't they? Yeah, I wouldn't want to cook them, you know? I don't know if I'm ready to I don't know if I could have bees. Like, I don't know if I'm at the point where I would want to deal with that, to be honest. I've only seen people do stained glass freehand. Really? Yeah. This is, I make patterns. And then, you can do, like, I want to do some mosaics, which people do freehand, technically, where they, like, put all the little glass pieces together. I'm working on my biggest stained glass piece so far. Ooh! How big is it? Banana snack. Make sure you have a fence or something to have them fly over the chickens. You don't want them to turn into chicken snacks. Oh. Yeah, we'd be able to keep them out. It'd be fine. How many hours do you work on stained glass pieces? It really depends. For small pieces, it could be anywhere up to 4 or 5 hours. This one, I estimated it to be about 12 hours. There's a super secret piece that I'm working on now. I estimate that it's going to be around 20 hours, maybe a little bit less. It's a cloud held up by 3 of my hot air balloons. Ooh, that'll be cool. We don't need to cut these twice because there's already, like, we can flip these over to make this side, so we don't need to cut these out. And then whenever we go to trace this onto the glass, we'll just add a tip. I had an idea for a video series called Quick Tip Tuesday, and then Brian was like, you should call it just the Tip Tuesday. How much do you sell them for if you spend 12 hours on it? It really depends, right? But normally I try to aim for $30 an hour. Do I always have it at that? No, but that's my general aim. Just the tip. Sorry if there's any families watching. All right, so we have our pieces cut out. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you think that you like the video. I felt kind of bad that it wasn't longer and more in-depth, but painting is like, I kind of snuck it in the video where I was like, I am going to let you explore the paint on your own. So there's that. Let's do the moons first. Welcome, Gary. Thank you so much. I know it's been a little bit. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Streaming just doesn't work. Oh my lord. Alright. So the moons are going to be a super duper pretty iridescent tan, which I have literally no idea where it is. So this is... This is what we're going to use. It's this like really pretty tan. I know, it was a very short video, Doc. It was a very short video. I told you. Gary! You've been going crazy with the birds! Oh my lord! You keep posting stuff and I'm just like, how are you so fast? I'm such a slowpoke with creation. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm old quick draw SunBear and I can just like do it real fast, but other times not really. Yes, that's what I want. Enough to get people started. Fantastic. All right, so I think I really like this part. You can see that it has that really intense blue. So we're gonna get the sticker off and then we're gonna base it off of this. Let's see if we have any scraps. The sound is a hair low. My voice? I can turn it up. I just feel bad screaming because I occasionally scream. Hi, Noctis, welcome. Oh my god, I just went into the red. I posted to a community Facebook page. So many people wanted different things. Yeah, very nice. I'm going to be active on Facebook again. I have my Facebook page. I looked at it for the first time. If you ever can't hear me, please tell me. I feel like I don't know what my sound balance is half the time. If you ever have problems, just tell me and I'll fix it. But I checked my Facebook page for the first time in almost a year and a half. I have almost 2,000 likes on Facebook. Almost 2,000 people following me with no content. I posted for the first time today. I had no idea. I posted back, so back when those people stole my bee design, I was like, I gotta get on Facebook and I gotta post this. And then I was just like, I don't know if you've ever worked with Facebook business pages before, but they're really awful. Sorry, Facebook overlords, but they are terrible. So I checked it and then I was like, holy moleroonies. Holy moly. So, if you're on Facebook, you might be seeing me popping my little bear head in. My little bear booty into Facebook groups. You might see me posting. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't use Facebook, for my own personal Rachel. I don't use Facebook hardly at all, except for to get updates from my family. So, and sometimes to be like, hey, I made this cool thing. Hi, Dan, how are you? Welcome in. I'm just gonna cut it straight from the sheet. This is too much effort. Yay, Sunbear! All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting some help with my social media. So I'm gonna have like a legit social media manager, and I was just kind of checking in on my Facebook because I was thinking about it today, and I saw that and I was floored. Just floored. I have so many messages too. I don't know why people would message me when I haven't posted on there. It's not their fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm just trying to like sharpen this a little bit just to like help me out. This thing is ratty though. Ooh, very nice. I will check it out. It is a knife sharpener. Welcome, Hestia. It's not the best for sharpening X-Acto blades because they're not really meant to be sharpened. I don't know if you can see how jagged and like worn down this is. It's so bad, but I try because I'm cheap. Ooh, I need to do that. I need to do all of that. All of it! Ooh, yes, thank you. I think we have a sharpening stone. I just like, because Brian was like sharpening our axe and like we have a small throwing axe and some of our knives the other day. But I just have this, and I like this too because it has a scissor sharpener. I've had these scissors since I was in high school, and I just sharpen them up. I know. Don't do what I do. I only use it to peel off stickers though, so it's okay. I promise, it's fine. Yeah. Hi, D-Live team. How's it going? Home page hype. Woo. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks. I wouldn't be here without all of y'all, so don't forget that. Don't forget it. Especially you, Noctis. You're an OG. OG. I was looking through your older posts and saw you were first called Sunberry. Yes. Yes. I used to be SunBearGlassCraft. The reason why I did that, so I thought of SunBearGlassCraft, and then when I went to Etsy, SunBearGlassCraft used to exist. It used to be, someone had made it, but it was no longer active. And I was like, man, all right, I'll be Sunberry. And it just like, after like a few months, I just didn't like it. And I was like, wait, I can just be like SunBearGlassCrafts plural on Etsy. So I did that and I rebranded, and then I lived out all of my bear desires. So yeah. Also, do you have any tips, tricks, or resources for someone who wants to go full-time as a stained glass artist? We don't talk about the very. So I'm like, I feel weird about not weird, but I always have imposter syndrome. Like, I feel like I can't give advice properly. I don't know. You need to be on a lot of platforms. I would say if you can do stuff that sets you apart, that's going to be the best. But marketing and multiple platforms is going to be where it's at. You can not be that good at something, and if you're good at marketing yourself, you're good. the general rule, I don't know the exact amount, but to do something full time, you should have 6 months of bill money, and like all of your expenses that you need to have 6 months saved up. You need to have that much in your savings account. And then I don't remember the exact percentage that you should be able to make in a month, like for like a month or something. Like I'm terrible at this. Gary Vaynerchuk has talked about this before, and there's a lot of other business people that have talked about the amount of money that you need to make and to be able to like comfortably like project how much you could make theoretically. Oh my lord, I'm sorry I'm behind. I hope that helps though. You have to be really, really driven if you're gonna do something full-time, especially being an artist full-time. You need to expect to work like 12-hour, 13, 14-hour days. If you have a full-time job now, you need to be doing, this is what I did, I think you need to be doing at least 20 hours of work outside of your work. So I was working full-time. Oh, cool. Mackenzie Halley. I know of her. I haven't like talked to her before, but yeah, she's another person. If she has a cool video, go check that out. If you really want something, you need to be like working your booty off for it, right? So I was working full time at my old job, and then I was coming home and doing about 25 hours of stained glass in addition to that. So I rattled off as much as I could just now. I've been learning from your videos for the last month or two and finally went to buy supplies this weekend. That's so exciting! I took off work for the next 3 days and I plan on getting lost in the craft. My partner will need to drag me out of my studio cave. That's so fantastic. I'm so happy for you, Hestia, and thank you so much for like sharing that with me. That's super cool. I impersonate impersonators. Also, thank you for the ice cream, Terry. Greetings. Hello, Coyote, and hello, Jesse. Welcome. Yeah, so I think like the thing that was the biggest misconception for me is that I was like, oh, I'm gonna like not be working for the man, and I'm going to I'm gonna have so much more time to go biking. I work more now still than I ever did having like a full-time job. Did you ever get time to look into the glue? No, I haven't. Someone linked me the MAC glue in the Discord, and I still just haven't ordered it. And I was looking at someone's mosaic today, and I was like, God, I want to do it so bad. I personally think if you're stubborn enough, you can accomplish anything. So yeah, if you just keep doing it, just be stubborn, and expect to work a whole crap ton. Let's actually work on glass. Yay. Sorry, I'm like not good at working and talking. Alright, so this one is gonna be like that. That one's gonna be like that. I don't like this, so I'm gonna put the moon over here instead of down here. Every time I see your buckets of scrap, I know! Sam, I know! Oh my lord, I do too! I have so many scraps and they're just sitting there. I use them for some projects, but they're mostly just sitting there. I need to do it. I need to just do it. I want to make sure the wisps or like the grain of this glass is going the right way. So this one is kind of going up diagonally. So I want this one. What am I doing? Maybe like this? Death Thinker, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, glass hoarding. It's the best and the worst. How did you get on that finger? My lord. My rings are just going everywhere. Alright, this Sharpie is dead. It's done. Dr. Jeff, welcome. How's it going? Alright. This is up in that. Yeah. I think that looks good. And then for our moon, for this center moon, I think I want it to be horizontal and I want it to be about right here. So that's what we're gonna do. Doing well besides a little sneezy. Oh no, is it allergies? Allergy season where you're at? Do you have the sniffles? A little bit of a cold? Bouquet. Where's Bucket? Did he comment? Is he in here? What? Bouquet residence. I don't know how well you can see this. Not very. I've talked about this quite a few times before, but when I'm using this iridescent glass, I tend to prefer metallic Sharpies, just because in the past I found that this iridescent glass likes to hold on to black Sharpie sometimes, not always, but usually for iridescent glass like this, I just default to using metallic Sharpies, and it just gets everywhere. It's great. Oh. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I understand. I understand the compulsion. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this out. That way we don't have just like a bunch of glass sheets sitting everywhere. I think this has enough oil in it. We should be good. Little sneezy. Stop being... Focus? 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 There we go. Brian is doing very well. He, we went to town on Friday. He was feeling perfect, so he is so much better. Thank you for asking. He's been working out again. My fiance, for those who don't know, had food poisoning of some sort recently, so he was out of commission for quite a while. Also, a streamer, he's been streaming again on DLive. For those who are into fitness, possibly, that's the link to his channel on YouTube. If you want to see his stuff. And then he, like I said, he's also been streaming on YouTube, DLive, and Trovo on Sundays. We're still working out all the issues. We've been having some very intense technical issues with his computer. For some reason, his computer does not like streaming, but we'll figure it out. Aw, thank you so much, Atlas. Thank you for stopping in if you are saying farewell. I really appreciate that. And I hope you have... Sorry if that's really loud because I have the mic turned up again. I hope you have a fantastic day. does he know where or how he got food poisoning? So we suspect that he had E. coli from cleaning the duck pond. We live on a farm, for those who are unaware, and there's a duck pond that we have to drain and clean once a week. Never had any problems, really, but we think that's probably the most likely thing that happened, like where he might have picked it up. We don't know. We don't have confirmation that it was E. coli, especially because from everything I read online, if one person in the household gets it, everyone does, and I'm fine. I've been fine. So was he eating the duck pond? No, he was not. But at one point, on the last Saturday, when he was like in the middle of his like illness, he went to wipe his face after he had cleaned the duck pond, and he had taken his gloves off, and it's like there was just like chicken and duck poop just like on his face, and it like smeared on him, and he was just like, oh no. And that was the day that he started feeling better, but then after that he was like just sick as a dog again. That is not magic, by the way. That's just where sticker residue is. So that's why this glass is sticking to my hand. Being bacteria, it's possible if all ate the same thing. Yeah, that's he already kind of has like issues with his like stomach and stuff. He got food poisoning a few years ago, and ever since then it's just been like he's really susceptible to it. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's gross. It's really gross. He was horrified. I gotta take this ring off. I'm gonna just move it over a thingy. I'm gonna just try to clean these up a little bit. I'm being a little bit lazy right now. This glass tends to be a little frustrating to try to break. It breaks well enough, but I've had my fair share of instances where it just like breaks in a way that I don't expect it to. So I used to make a lot of honeycombs with this glass. I think that's something I'm gonna make for this next shop update. I want to make some little honeycombs. So probably some like floral honeycomb painted charms to match the bear. The sunflower bear. So I'm thinking about doing some like hexagon charms and then painting on some sunflowers matching this guy. He's so cute. Look at him. I just love him. Oh my god. Oh, and then we could paint one and paint little mushrooms. We're doing that. We're doing it. And then I'm gonna keep one. I'm actually going to keep one of the mushroom charms. I might just make myself one right now. Not right now, but today. Has he ever done an oxidizing detox like chlorine dioxide? I don't think so. I don't know what that is, so no. Do you have a number for that glass? Let's see. I got this from Anything in Stained Glass. That sticker's not on. 75829. Ew. I think on an episode of QI, there was a priest or someone that said there is no luxury as to... What? Also, welcome Nothing's free, and yes, there is a new project. Sorry, I did not mean to ignore you. I was not ignoring you. There's just a lot of talk of duck poop. Poop. But yeah, this is a commission for a fellow artist, actually. She kind of just like gave me a vibe she wants and let me have at it. She like told me her things that she likes, and I came up with this, and she loved it, and I was so excited because I thought this was pretty cool. Yay, we have the moons. The moons. I'm just getting the little glass shards off of here. All right. This is where it's going to take me a little bit more time to figure out what we're going to do for the background. I never actually saw if she liked the glass that I got. Also, Gary, it was so she told me things that she likes. Her name is Green Witch Wrapping, and she makes like crystal wire wrapping things. She's on Instagram, by the way, if you want to like check out all of her stuff. But so I kind of knew that she likes this. Like, I just feel like this is kind of her aesthetic. Her logo is like a tree stump with mushrooms on it and stuff like that. So she told me she likes ravens and foxes and a few other animals. But I felt like she just like kind of feels like a foresty person. So just going off of her, like, you know, aesthetic as well as what she told me she liked, that's kind of how I just kind of saw this in my head whenever I put together all the pieces and like thought about it. So a little bit of inspiration from what she told me, and then also just kind of like seeing it in my brain. And thank you. I'm glad you like the pattern. A patch of mushrooms with a bear eating it. Smush, shatter, join for life. Did you say what paint you... Alright, yeah, so this... Wait, I gotta check the messages. That's what I was checking. I got very distracted just now. I'm just gonna start. The glass that I got, this, like, I think we'll just go for it. We're just gonna go for it. So, I wanted to do some lighter pieces. So, 5, 22... 7 and 20 and then 13 are all going to be lighter. So I think we're going to use our most transparent and our lightest green that we got, which is... Ooh, wait, maybe we could use this misty one. You're going to hear me go back and forth quite a bit while trying to decide what glass to use. I very rarely do stuff like this for when it's a commission for someone on stream. So you're going to just hear me talk to myself a lot if you're new here. If you're new here. All right, we're going to get all the raven pieces in a pile. We already did these, so these are good. We don't need these right now. This is raven. Green witches are good. I do like the blue spellcasters though. Gonna look to be a rad raven, ma'ams. Thank you. I don't know why I just lost my ability to read, so sorry I struggled through that. Alright, this is a background piece. These are its legs, and then this is, I think, also a background piece. Yes. So, I'm gonna notate on this what is lighter. 522. Let's grab a pencil. 522, 7 and 20. And then what did I say? 12, 13. What? Light. It just needs an L. Oh my lord. Alright, that's a raven piece. We're gonna move our beautiful bears up here out of harm's way. We're gonna move our raven pieces out of harm's way, our moon, and then these are going to come over here. I'm gonna move this off to the side. Raise your hand if you are a new What? What? Sorry, I think I just yelled a little too loudly. Alright, so 5 and 22, 7 and 20. And then 13, yeah. So these can go up here. We will figure that out in a minute. This does not need to be here. So this is what I'm thinking. So I have, these are the pieces that are lighter in the background. They're like the light green. Need to get to work. Hope everyone has an awesome time. Thank you so much, Gary. I hope you have a wonderful day working, and I will catch you next time. So this is what I'm thinking for the lighter colors. There's like barely hints of wispy wisps here. So I'm thinking we could use this as like the lighter sections. I think this side is a little bit too opaque for my liking, even though it's still very transparent. It's just, I want it to be more transparent than anything else, and I like these wisps. I just like them. Little sneezy. Ah, I see. All right, so of course what we want is for the grain to all follow the same up and down. I think this will be really cool though, because there's wisps that are vertical, but then there's also wisps that are kind of just going off, which I think that'll give a really cool effect. I need to get these little glass shards off of my table. I got a dumb thumb. Dumb thumb. Let's do 13 first. Put 13 right here. 13 is the biggest piece of all of these, so I want it to be the wispiest. For those who are unfamiliar with stained glass work, some people like to glue their pattern onto the glass. So they'll cut it out with like tracing paper. So this would be tracing paper, and then they just glue it straight onto the glass. I personally trace mine with Sharpie. That way I can kind of see if I like the placement of it. Which I think that's pretty cool. I almost want it to be a little bit more over here to get these weird little wisps to really, really give it that effect, like there's some kind of mist going through the forest. Hint of Wispy Whiffs by Ralph Lauren. The newest fragrance. This is a piece of magic eraser that I just use to get up the Sharpie lines if I don't like how something is placed. The only thing I don't like, there's some like scratches in the surface right over where I want the piece to be. It ends right there though, so let's trace it here. Let's see if we like this. This incorporates more of those horizontal wispy wisps. Metallic Sharpies are like ballet shoes. Like ballerinas use their shoes like for a week. That's what these Sharpies are like. They have a less than a week life, I swear. I swear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. All right, so that's 13. We have some more subtle wispies right here, so we'll put this down here. Woo. 522. These don't really have to line up at all because they're broken up by the raven, but I'm just doing them in the order that I see them. Oh, this Sharpie is much better. I was just literally using the old Sharpies that I hoarded and will not throw away. There's still life left in them. I still got some life. Seven is the last piece. It's very tiny though, so we can just cut that later. So we'll just cut this strip off real quick. And for this, I'm gonna use my runners. I don't know where my running pliers are though. Oh, they're right in front of my face. Tee-hee. Why don't you put the straight edges against the edge of the glass? No worries. So there was, normally I do. I don't know if you can see, there are scratches on the edge of the glass right here. So I was just avoiding those scratches because I don't want them to be really like superficial score lines. So normally I would try to be as kind of efficient as possible with my glass, but I don't like when there's scratches in the glass, especially if I can prevent it. So that is specifically why I love this wisp here, these little wisps, but I just don't want the faces of the glass to be blemished. Not necessarily. It's so these are so superficial, I don't think there would be an issue, but this is my personal choice of not wanting there to be blemishes in the glass. I don't like to take the chance. There are still a few tiny little scuffs, but it's not enough for a normal person to notice. But that's why I avoided specifically just this area, because there were the two like really noticeable scuffs. At least in my opinion, they're very noticeable. So otherwise, like I said, normally I absolutely would butt it right up against the edge of the glass. What is this? Is this plastic? What is this? So thin. Yes. Good question, though. It does look really weird that I'm just, like, completely avoiding this really easy... this thing that would make my life much easier. So we're gonna just go all the way down this edge. And I can probably, so for when I eventually do make mosaics, this is like the perfect thing to have for mosaics. So I'm not even, like, I'm not going to throw that out. It's still usable, it's just for this project. I just don't want to use it. You try to get rid of as much of the Sharpie as possible. It makes your life a lot easier for whenever you're going into grind, because then when you're grinding, basically all you're doing is just roughing up the edges so the foil can stick instead of having to grind it to fit. Yay! Yeah, I have a lot of weapons technically in my shed. A lot of weapons that I can just... Someone would have a very, very, if you will, bad time if they tried to come in here. Very bad time. Given the opportunity, I will say berry instead of very any chance that I'm given, so I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I really like bears. That was not supposed to happen. Rude. What piece is this? 22? Weird. It's fine. I'm pretty sure this is Spectrum glass. It breaks like Spectrum. And I don't think my person often gets Oceanside, which Oceanside bought Spectrum, and they're using, from everything I can tell, they bought all their formulas, so they're using the same, making the same glass, basically. I don't think my person gets Oceanside, so I'm pretty sure this is Spectrum, which is like a delicacy of sorts, a rare find. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Cleaning up these tiny things that you cannot see. There's that. Beauteous. Absolutely beauteous. Let me take a quick little water break. This is what we have so far. Need to cut my bangs. They're getting in the way. Keep getting a little... Do you use those glasses? Do those glasses help magnify the details of glass? Should we get 5 times? No, I'm just blind. These are just my glasses. You could get those like jeweler things. That would probably be really helpful. But no, these are just my normal everyday eyewear because I have poor eyesight. Looking a little rough, but this is what we have so far. We still have to get piece number 7. Let's see. I want to use this mossy English muffle that I have as well. That'll help give some really cool texture to this. That was actually what I based all the colors in the background off of, was this English muffle that I have. Just gotta find it. There we are. Back when a square foot of glass cost $6. It is now $13. I live in Oceanside and I was excited thinking I could go to Oceanside Glass Place. Turns out it's in Carlsbad and only open to retailers. Oh no, yeah. It's like mostly, I think they started out as a like home tile company too, and they, from everything I can see on their website, they just started like recently branching out into stained glass. So they make all of their, I think all of their glass production too is in Mexico. Mexico. Let's see. I think 14 and maybe 8 and 19 would be cool with this English muffle. Maybe 11 and 15. I'm trying to picture it in my head. 11, 15, and 4. I think would be a cool English muffle trifecta. Also, welcome in. Maybe Cassie? Hold on, my eye is, I have like an eyelash in my eye or something. Was it the, can you remind me? I'm terrible about checking Discord. If you couldn't tell by my story of me saying that I didn't check my Facebook page for a year and a half. Farewell, English muffle sticker. What number are you? 907? Try to remember that for later. I'll have to look again. I don't quite remember. I'm sorry. What did I say? 11, 15, and 4. Let's get my grubby little fingerprints off of here. And I want, so I have to cut on the less textured side. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna trace the pieces upside down. You can't really see because my exposure balance. So I'm, instead of tracing them on the glass like this. I'm just gonna flip them over. Could you please tell Mother Nature to bring back the beautiful winter? Right? I'm missing it. I know that like Florida winter is over because I keep seeing horrific bugs that I haven't ever seen before in my life. There's a spider on my car today that I've never seen before. It was awful. It was awful. It had a really tiny body and it had these really weird long legs. It was not a daddy long legs, by the way. It was like out of a horror movie. It was terrible. It had this really skinny, like rectangular body and these long legs. Yeah, a monocle. Perfect. It's going to be in the 90s tomorrow and Thursday. Literally stop. I can't. I can't handle it. I mean, I can, but Lord help me. I think I might... It was not a wolf spider. It was not a spider I've seen before. It was like... It was awful. But yeah, I was just like, oh, well, summer's here. All the bugs are out. It was like a moth tornado the other night in front of our house. It was awful. It was terrible. We forgot that the banana spiders are like gonna be here soon. The banana spiders are gonna move in, and that's just like gonna be our life. Like, we've been walking through the woods, no problems. Walking through the woods, adventuring. There might be a stray spider web or two, but whatever. I forgot. It's about to be uninhabitable in the woods. Stained glass getaway. Let's go rent a place somewhere up north for the summer. Yes. Stained glass getaway. The SunBear retreat. SunBear summer retreat. I love moths. No, thank you for spiders. Yeah, no. We have a lot of moths, and it was like I mean, they were just like generic moths. There was one last season, there was one rosy maple moth that I saw. I haven't seen any like huge moths, but there was a rosy maple moth, I think, is the main thing we've seen. And then there was a praying mantis that kept flying into our camper. So that was I didn't know praying mantis just like lived in the wild in Florida. I don't know why I didn't know that. I just like hadn't seen them in years and years. I remember seeing them up in North Carolina because I used to live there, but I hadn't seen them. And then like this one just kept like flying and like attaching itself to Brian, and like it would like be on Brian's body. Have you ever seen an orchid mantis? I think I have, like in videos on YouTube. Yeah, they're terrifying because they're like real aliens. This thing would look like this thing sought us out. I swear to God, he could have gone anywhere in this giant forest that we live in, and he decided to continue coming back to our home and attaching himself to Brian. What? It's so gross. Yeah, they look at you and they know. Like they can same thing with dragonflies. I'm scared of dragonflies because they are sentient. I swear to God, they know. They fly, they look you dead in your eyes. Same with I love jumping spiders though. The one spider I do quite enjoy jumping spiders. They are really cute. I have an orchid mantis on my leg. Little nature warriors. Oh, that's cute. I'm assuming you mean tattoo and not just like a one hanging out with you right now. That'd be cool if it was, if you had like a pet mantis. Tattoo. Okay, cool. Oh my lord, Cassie. Your goats are just popping out babies left and right. You said it's normal for goats to have twins, right? Pet mantis like the cricket from Mulan. Alright, I don't know how many of you all like Pokemon, but Brian and I are playing Gen 5 right now. He's like not a huge Pokemon person and I haven't played them in forever. But we wanted a game, like a casual thing we could play together. So we're playing Black and White 2. And I was introduced to Joltik for the first time. I don't know, like I said, if this is just like farting into the wind, if you know. But it's a really tiny, like, looks like a spider Pokemon. And it's one of the smallest Pokemon that exists. It's 4 inches. And they like are, I would love a Joltik. I want a Joltik. I want one in my pocket. Like, I just want a pocket Pokemon. This pocket right here, this is meant for a small animal to live in. You are not going to convince me otherwise. Normal for twins. Nice. Yeah, hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are so cool too. My mom is obsessed with hummingbirds. Oh. Can we salvage it? Yeah. That's fine. Good. Hello. Great. Welcome in. Fred? I'm gonna call you Fred. Get a flying squirrel. See, I actually considered that for a while. Like a sugar baby, a little tiny, but they're nocturnal and they're really loud. And I don't want to do that, so. No, that's okay. Welcome. Good to have you here. No worries. They like pockets. You should make her a stained glass hummingbird panel. I have actually made her a hummingbird before. I've actually made her 3 stained glass pieces before, but never a panel. So it's a good idea though. I forget about Mother's Day sometimes, which makes me awful. Just awful. When is that? Is it June? May? What next? Bonjour. Yay, Megs! I think 6 and 21 I'm going to make this one, which you can see there's like almost no texture. Let's look it up. Let's not be a terrible daughter and let's look it up. Me. I'm not going to be a terrible daughter. May 8th. There's different days though. Flying Squirrels will likely need an FAA license soon. Ugh, too complicated. Sign me out. No, thank you. I like having chihuahuas. It's fine. Like, I have my chihuahuas. I have my studio cat. It's fine. Right, Molly? Molly? I literally am right in front of you.
Molly! You want to say hi to the stream? You ancient babe?
Ancient cat? Ancient studio cat? Here to say hello. She always sits behind me and just stares at me the entire stream or every time I'm working. She's good. Although I'll never have another cat again. I love her, but I'm more of a dog person. Look at her little foot! Precious. Positively precious. I got her when I was in college, like right after I moved out, because I'm allergic to cats and I'd always wanted one. My parents were like, no. So I was like, I need a friend because I was living alone, so I got her. And the rest is history. Where's piece number 6? We're going to do 6 and 21, I think, with this glass. That's what I said, right? 6, 21, yes. We actually don't need to have this go in any specific direction because there's no texture. So we're just going to put it in this little corner. Princess! My cat princess. She turns 16 in 2 days. I got her when she was 6. Molly, I've almost had you for 10 years. Oh my god, she's so old. Wow, that's a really long time to have a cat. Molly, I didn't even consider I didn't even think about it. I've had you for 10 years. My lord. Look at this just divine specimen of a cat. Look at her. Ah! She's the goofiest looking cat. Brian's old dog bit her in the face and broke both of her upper canines. So we had to get them removed. So now her teeth get stuck on her bottom teeth all the time. So that's why her lips are like very silly looking. Poor thing. Look at her. Oh god, she's so old and sweet. What is on my chin? I have Sharpie on my chin. Good. Just a little relaxing kitty moment while you look at the Sharpie mark that's on my chin. Hilariously. Oh, look at this cat. Up close and personal with Molly. Alright. Are we ready to get back to work? She like pretends like she hates this and then she sits behind me and just stares the whole time. She's a true lap cat. She's only 6 pounds too. She's so tiny. She's so tiny. Let's see if you can hear her purr. Oh, don't look at my face like that. Little kitty purrs. Alright. Onward. Sorry for the digression. Cat digression there. has to happen at least at some point during the stream. I'm so glad I stayed to see the queen. Gotta go try and hire some people so I have more time for creative endeavors. Bye, Hestia. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Yes. Oh my god, I know. The cat fur. Like, luckily, so Molly is really old, and she's also the type of cat that she doesn't like jump onto stuff very often. So most of my workspace is free of cat hair unless I purposefully bring her into the space like now, and I'm just like covered in her fur. So it's mostly fine. I mostly don't struggle with it, but there's been times where I'm just like, where did this cat fur come from? See, this is what, hold on, I'm sorry, this is what she does the whole time. She sits there and she stares at me, and then if I look at her, she comes over and starts rubbing her face on my chair. Love her, she's so sweet. Just the sweetest little cat. She was on sale for $19 when I got her. No one wanted her. She's so cute.
No one wanted you, Molly. Captain O'Malley.
Hi. She is. Can't believe I've had her for that long. My lord. My lord. Also, I should. She's kind of weird though. She doesn't like beds sometimes, and sometimes she does. Also, horror DIY. Is there a short name I can call you? Is there an abbreviated name that works? There's like no short. There's like no short word that I can say to properly address you when you say things in the chat. Are there any fine point paint markers instead of the typical style? Yours was at the clearance section too. It was funny because I was like, oh, $19. Oh my gosh, she's on sale. That's nothing. And then she had urinary problems, and I had to spend $1,000 over like 4 months on her urinary problems. So it was great. It's always the free ones, I feel like, that you're just like, wow, vet bills, cool. Tina, perfect. Thank you. I'll try to. Tina. Well, she doesn't like crinkly things. If I put a washcloth there, I think she would. So next time I have a clean washcloth, I'll just put it on the ground and she'll kind of just sit on it. Alright, there's that piece. So this is like super subtle. You probably won't even, the camera probably won't even be able to pick it up. But there's just like these different, like varying shades of greens that I think will be really, really cool whenever there's light coming through it. Hopefully. What time did I start? 12:50? I think, yeah, it was like right before 1. My dog was supposed to be free, and yeah, yep, always! The free ones are like the most expensive. Then again, I know a lot of people that used to bring their dogs into my old clinic, and they would have like French bulldogs are super expensive, and then they almost inevitably have skin problems and like allergies. So people like get like these special breeds and then like are not prepared for the ensuing vet bills that usually come. There's that. All right, what next? We have so many different colors of glass. I want to do some like just a strip of lighter, like not green. I feel like this outer, okay, I feel like this outer piece and then maybe this outer piece and then like 8 and 19 should possibly be like a non-green, like just to kind of break it up to feel like that there's like weird light coming through it or something. Maybe like a light yellow. Molly, I don't know what you're eating, but you need to stop. My lord.
Oh, she's just licking the carpet.
Let's see. I have that yellow. It needs to be very pale, whatever it is. I don't know if this is a good option. I feel like it needs to be like super subtle if it is going to be a non-green. The only color I think I have that's transparent, that's subtle, is maybe this. But it's also English muffle. I don't know if this would overwhelm the senses. I don't want to do clear. Maybe we could do like a dark, like maybe a gray. I know that's not light, but it would break up the green. Like maybe this. Cats, like, they're just like live forever. Actually, I really like this because it's like a grayish. If you ever have had black gray glass like this before, it's like gray. It's gray, but it almost has like a pinkish yellow tint to it. It's very hard to describe. Yeah, I think this is. I think this is a good idea. So maybe what did I say? 14 and 8 and 19. And if we don't like it, I almost never use transparents, so it's fine. I'm not worried if a few strips get wasted. And I like the texture on this too. I think I'm gonna have this side be the side that's showing. This is really dirty. Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it. Alright, what did I say? 14, 8, and 19. 14, 18. Where's 8? Yeah. Hi. My grandpa passed away a couple of months ago. Grandma, sorry, and I'm so sorry about that. She used to make stained glass for most of her life. Now I inherited all her equipment and continue her work with the help of your videos. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so sorry to hear about your grandmother passing away. I'm really glad that I can help keep the craft alive though and help you find use of the old materials that you inherited. So that is a beautiful, beautiful way to remember her. I love that. Thank you for sharing. That is just so lovely. I hope that one day my future children, it'd be really cool if my future children like pick up stained glass, or maybe grandchildren. I would love having like a, cause my grandpa did stained glass. I think it'll skip a generation. Thank you. Now I'm able to finish work she started as a gift for my dad. That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. I was gonna ask you a question. Oh, do you have any other projects in mind that you want to do, or are you currently just learning to like finish those projects? I didn't know if you had like any big plans, or if you have anything that you're kind of naturally drawn to that you want to make, like nature stuff or anything like that. I inherited my grandma's glass supplies when she had to be moved into a home for her dementia. Recently got to make her a stained glass nightlight. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. My son and grandson are coming tonight to learn stained glass from me. That's so awesome. I love it. This like revival, this stained glass revival is so fun to watch. And like be a part of, I suppose. Did I even score this? Yes, I did. It really does. It gets passed down a lot. Now, I am lucky enough that my grandpa is still with us, but he kind of just stopped doing it. I think it was because he has arthritis, and it just got kind of hard for him to do stuff because of his arthritis. He has really bad arthritis in his neck, and he also like it might be in his hands as well. But he like just didn't do it for like 4 or 5 years or something, and they just kind of, his supplies just sat there, and then I showed interest and was able to kind of inherit his supplies. I've seen her making stuff all my life. Nuts, it's different to make than watch. Oh, but I thought you said it was like crazy. It's different to make than watch, yeah. I remember going to so I used to go to my grandparents' house every summer for a few weeks. My parents would go on a vacation, like just them, and I would go to my grandparents' house for a few weeks, and I always loved it. It was like my favorite memories from childhood, really. And there was one trip where we made a macaw, I think, or some sort of bird for my mom. And I remember how hard it was, like how I just didn't have the motor skills. Like this is when I was like maybe a very early preteen, like a little tweenie, like maybe 11 or 12. And I was just like, I was like, how does my grandpa do this? It's so hard. Like grinding was hard. I soldered a little bit, and that was hard. Gotta hit the road, but it was very nice to chat and watch. Thank you so much for hanging out, Tina. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I wonder if anyone has ever made a piece with glue and glass that is crushed. Probably. Probably. what else? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this piece. I think we're gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. I normally only stream for about 2 hours, just because of my data. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I need to hydrate a little bit too. I'm a little dehydrated. So I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. If you're on DLive, I can't see Twitch viewers. I don't know if I just have no one on Twitch or what. But I'm going to host someone on DLive. I'm gonna see who's streaming right now. Or I'm gonna see if there's anyone streaming. I don't know if there is or not. I wish there was some artists streaming. We'll go over to Mythic Russ. I know him. Alright, so if you're watching on DLive, thanks so much for hanging out. It's been nice. There's no one ever on DLive. So I'm gonna host Mythic Russ, and I think he's just playing something, so we'll go over there. And then for everyone else who's viewing, like I said, I can't see if there's anyone on Twitch. But if there's... Oh, thank you for the follow. For anyone else, I will be back Thursday. So take care, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you Thursday at probably noon. Probably. As long as there's no